Is it weird that I'm filming this video on a bed? Probably a little bit. But what I've learned about myself after many years of YouTube is I can't film in front of other people. It just has to be me and the camera, or else it's just awkward. Not that it's not awkward with just the camera. Anyways. Speaking of Etsy, back in 2016, I made a how to sell art prints on Etsy video, and it kind of blew up a little bit unexpectedly. And it's now 2020, and I wanted to update you on how I'm doing things. So let's get into it. In my last video, I was talking in circles and couldn't focus, but now I have notes, lots of them. And then after a while I got bored and stopped making notes. So we'll see if I actually follow this. Starting from somewhere, I consider myself a pen and ink illustrator. That is definitely my medium, but you can definitely do this with other mediums as well. I make stickers and prints of my ink illustrations, and then also I do digital art using Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. Or I use Procreate on the iPad, and I use the Apple Pencil to draw. That's how I create my art. When I'm doing traditional art, I then scan it using my own scanner that I have here that's kind of pricey. And then I'll bring it into Photoshop, I'll edit it, and make sure that it's print ready. Other people take high quality photos of their art, and then again, you'll need some sort of photo editing software to get that print ready, to get it to the size that you want, to edit off any smudges, because rarely when you scan something will it be print ready. Like, you always have to do something to it. So yeah, that's brief overview of how I make my art. Once I have the art, I haven't made prints in quite a while. I'm just going off of the stock that I have left over, but I use my fancy printer that I have. I have the Epson Photo R1900, and I use ultra-premium matte paper, just a bright white paper. Back when I had all the time in the world to devote to Etsy, I would only print stuff as the orders came in. That way I wouldn't waste paper, you know, printing all this stuff in bulk and not knowing if it's really gonna sell. So my way around that was like just printing them as I go. Whenever an order came in, I would print it right then and there. But it would take hours to do it that way. Nowadays, I only offer a few prints, and they're already printed, they're ready to go, and yeah. If I do ship out prints, I use the same tab lock flat mailers that I've been using the past few years. I still think it's the best method that I've found to ship out prints. So I'll put the print inside of a plastic sheet. I'm still trying to find a way to not use plastic, but for now these are like weatherproof, and that's the only reason why I'm using them. And I have them left over from, you know, a few years ago. So I'm still just going through that supply. Most of what I sell nowadays are vinyl stickers of my art. Some artists, they actually have their own printer and a cutter and all this fancy equipment to make their own stickers. I personally like the quality better from ordering from different sticker shops. There's tons online. Just pick one and try it out and see if you like it. You can do like a small batch and just check the quality. One thing, if you do order from a sticker shop, there's usually a minimum, like 10, 15, 25. There's always a minimum amount of stickers that you have to have in order to order from them. So yeah, just try out some different companies, see which ones you like best, and really go from there. I really like shipping out stickers because they're really easy to ship out. And over the years, I've made packaging even easier for myself and also more eco-friendly. So I used to ship them out in the same 6x8 flat mailers that I used to ship out my small prints with. Nowadays, I just use an envelope, a stamped envelope. I don't do the shipping label route because it's way too expensive. So you're saving your customer a lot on postage. So yeah, I use just an envelope. I try to use an eco-friendly one. So yeah, basically the difference between now in 2016 is I have less items in my shop. I'm not spending as much time marketing for it, so I'll get a few sales every week, and it's basically just sitting there. My shop is just sitting there. I'm not actively on social media as much as I was, so it's a little side income that I set up for success back when I had more time to. What I recommend you do is streamline your Etsy orders so that everything is grabbable, like easily grabbable. All your envelopes should be already prepped if you want to add stamps and stuff to the outside. Have it all ready to go so you don't have to like bring out all your stamps when you're shipping out one order. So have everything just cut and ready to go. And that's basically what saved me from having to close my shop again. All my thank you notes I print through FedEx. I do like an 11 by 17. I'll put as many cards as I can on there and then I'll cut them myself. And that's, I feel like it saves me a little bit on buying business cards. It does take a little bit of time to cut them out, but it outweighs the price for me personally. I have recently reorganized so that it's even easier to grab these Etsy supplies. I have them all in this cute little vintage suitcase that I've had for the past 10 plus years, and everything fits in there really nicely. You know, I'm just talking in circles here, so I'm just gonna show you what I've been doing. It's so much easier just to show you, and I'm sure it's much more entertaining than watching me sit here and talk about it. So let's go. All right, so here's my Etsy setup. Just rearranged my desk area. So I use a MacBook Pro, 2019 a MacBook Pro, and I have a second monitor, which has been really helpful. Various art supplies here. I use a drawing tablet. This is a pretty old Wacom tablet. I'll link a newer one because I don't think that this one's available anymore, but I'll link a newer one that I used for work actually in the description. Old desk chair. I recently put all of my Etsy supplies in this suitcase. It all fits in there, which has been really nice. Hello, Sealy. I recently reorganized this space here. Got all my sewing supplies there, sewing supplies there. Up here I have all my prints, and then I have my plastic sheets in there, and also my return label stickers that I put on my envelopes. My Rollo thermal printer down there with the sticker sheets for that. I use envelopes for my sticker packaging now because it's cheaper on postage. So I still use these flat mailers for my prints, even though I only offer a few of them now. I'll usually write do not bend or stamp do not bend or something of that sort. But I hand carved these stamps, and I'll leave a link in the description to the kit that I used for it. And then I have all of my corrugated cardboard sheets that I use alongside the flat mailer. I still swear by having a printer of some sort. I always use this printer for various things in life, but I used to print out all my receipts when I sent out an order, so they had a copy of the receipt. I don't do that anymore, trying to save paper. So I used to have my supplies in 2 different boxes, and I don't know why I found it so annoying. So now everything just fits in this vintage suitcase that I have here. So here is everything that I need to ship out orders these days. Tons of different washi tape here. Got these thank you cards that I got printed at FedEx that I hand cut myself. And I have these little cards that I also throw in there to advertise my new blog, so that new customers can also check out my blog. I have all of my stickers in here. I actually just bought this little container yesterday from Walmart. This little index card holder, so I'm trying to be more organized. So I've got my Otter with a Trumpet sticker and my Reading in Bed sticker, a little lion guy, cat lady, deer lady, Halloween queen and witchy woman, wolf dude, fox and moth, my ostrich, a whale, and my plant lady. So I have those all organized. I really like it a lot. And then I have my postage stamps in there. So yeah, this is all set up, ready to go. Pretty excited about that. Okay, Sealy. Okay, Sealy. Okay. Show off. So I thought I would walk you through really quickly of how I ship out a print. I'm doing an art trade with my friend Coco, who also has an Etsy shop, and she just sent me some of her prints. So I'll show you how I send out a print.
man.
Oh shit, really?
I think they might be dropping.
Is he here? Yeah, but I still have to print the shipping label. Shit. For stickers, I now use these envelopes. They're recycled paper, apparently. And then I'll just grab one of these stickers. I'll grab one of my thank you notes, one of these blog advertisements. I'll do a little handwritten note on the back. These ones have the seal on the back. And then I'll usually like write thanks, or I'll do a stamp or something of that nature. And I'll do a piece of washi tape. I'll write their address on the front, and I'll use a postage stamp, and that is about it for stickers. So it takes me no time at all. I used to put them in plastic sheets, and then I did the little, like a little topper thing, but I wanted to come up with a way where I didn't have to use plastic, and honestly, they're fine in the envelope. My stickers are weatherproof anyway, so yeah, I've had no complaints so far. So yeah, it works out a lot better than what I was doing before. It still looks nice to me. I think the quality is still there, which is important. So if you're new to this channel, I do recommend checking out my other Etsy video if you're interested in Etsy. I do have a lot more information in that other video, and it's more focused on prints. So check out that other video. Always remember to do what's best for you and what's good with your budget and for your medium. So definitely just trust your gut on things. So I hope that my videos have motivated you to finally gain the courage to open your Etsy shop. My advice to you is to let go of perfection. It's gonna hold you back from doing a lot of things that you wanna do in life. And just know that you'll figure things out as you go, just like I did. Every day you're gonna be learning something new, and with every order you send out, you're gonna learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and just listen to your internal dialogue, and if something's not working, change it. And yeah, just go after what you want in life. You know, as I mentioned in my previous video, starting will be the hardest part. Figuring out all the specifics of what you're supposed to be doing is so intimidating, and if you can just get past it and just like take a lot of notes and do a lot of research, it's worth it in the long run. And you're gonna probably regret not pursuing it, you know, in a few years if you don't start now. And if you do have a shop and maybe it's not going as well as you have hoped, maybe rethink your products a little bit if your audience isn't really connecting with it, or maybe you're not reaching the audience that would appreciate your work. Try to seek out what those audiences are and do a ton of research and try to find those people. Try to find your people. If maybe you're feeling stuck on, you know, the items in your shop, follow what your heart is telling you. I chose pen and ink because that was the first medium that I grabbed back when I started drawing 10 years ago. And that's been my consistent source of meditation whenever I need it. Like, you'll know when a medium doesn't really work for you, and all mediums are gonna be hard in the beginning, but I feel like you're gonna have one that's gonna outshine the others for you. So just continue to improve your craft and always try to seek out what makes you unique. With Etsy, I do see that there's a lot of like common products. There's so many shops that are kind of doing the same thing. What's gonna make you stand out is your individuality and what you can bring to the table. So spend some time. Somebody set off the fire alarm. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be a motivational message. Spend some time trying to figure out who you are as a person. It's gonna come out through your work. I did create a new blog for this. It's about like honing in on your individuality and your creativeness, and basically it's like my artistic playground to figure out who I am as an artist and hopefully motivate you to figure out what makes you unique. So if you want to check that out, I have a link in the description to it. So sorry I talked in circles again with these videos. There's just so much information, so much crucial information, that it's hard to get it all out in one video. But I hope that you gain something from this, and I wish you the best of luck with your shop. Etsy can be one of the most fulfilling things you'll ever have in life. Like, I know that my shop is something I've put my heart into for the past 4 years. I hope that everybody in the world like finds that thing for themselves. I have also been making new YouTube videos. They're not directly related to Etsy, but I'm trying to have fun with YouTube again. And if you've seen like my earlier videos, I wasn't just focusing on Etsy. I'll have many interests. So on my YouTube channel, you're probably gonna see a bunch of very random videos. So I want to continue to create content, and I'm gonna bring you whatever is in my heart at the time. So I can't guarantee you'll be seeing a lot of Etsy videos on this channel, but you'll be seeing something of some sort sometimes. Okay, all right, well, hope this helps a little bit. All right, bye.